we always tend to blame somebody else for our success. And sometimes the only person that's failing you is you. Mm-hmm. You can't, if I give my whole career to you and I'm over here like, well, you told me whatever. Mm-hmm. No, you've been helping me. You've been encouraging me. You've been telling me what I need to do, and I don't listen. I don't follow through with it, and I'm not consistent, and I'd rather do this. Then who is failing you? Yeah. Just me. I'm the one. Yeah. You know, you come out your busy schedule to give me the formula, the encouraging words, the investing, and I don't know what to do with it. Like, no, all that. That's what they say. Jay-Z, meet Jay-Z, or you got $1 million. I'm gonna go meet Jay right quick.
You're gonna leave the $1 million?
For sure, because I know that I would gain some knowledge from it. I know that he would tell me what to do, how to do it, and I'm gonna be a student in that setting to take those notes. Just like here, like if you give me some gems today, I better go back to Atlanta and say, you know what, Angie did this. And if I don't do it, then you're the one who's procrastinating your own dreams. Yeah. So that's what I mean. The only person that's failing you is you.
Because there's definitely a lot of information.
There's a lot of information, a lot of technology going on, TikToking, you're back on Snapchat. So why not?
Who gave you the best information or the best advice ever so far? Like, what's been the best?
Katt Williams.
What did he tell you?
Katt Williams told me, he said, stay in the motherfucking way. He said, don't get out that way, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was like, what that mean? He was like, stay in the way. Stay in everybody's way. You are so funny, and you're funnier than a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So you need to stay in that way. And I always look at everybody as they're being funny. You know, I used to always say I'm cute. I never said I was pretty, you know, until I say, well, yeah, I'm Pretty Vee when I got to college. But when he told me that, he was like, get in your bag and stay in that bag, you know, and be in the way. Don't come out that way for nobody. Do it. And it stuck with me, you know, so yeah.
You ever notice how everything keeps going up? I mean, rent is going up, streaming services are going up, even like your favorite burrito place all of a sudden wants to charge you for salsa. You go to the supermarket, they want to charge you extra for the bag. It's kind of crazy out here. The good thing is with Boost Mobile, you and your phone bill do not have to play that game. You don't have to play the will this go up soon game. Why? Because Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan at a price that will never go up. In fact, it's the same price you'll pay for life. So switch now to unlimited wireless at a price that will never go up. Only at Boost Mobile. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan. Let's see, IRL, in real life, what do you hope people learn from you? Like when you do those things when you talk to the girls, I know you say you're doing one tomorrow. What are the important things that you teach them?
One of the things that I teach them is, no, it's not you. You gotta change your mind, you know? Because I think we tend to be like, well, you know, it's me, and I'm the one that's overthinking. I'm the one that's this. It's like when we keep labeling ourselves like that, when we keep putting labels on it, that becomes you. You know that ain't you. It was one girl, I'm not gonna say her name, but she was in there, and she was the oldest one in there, and she came and she was like, oh my God, we got Pretty Vee. What are you talking about? What that? Just all of that, right? And she sat down. She's like, because me and B. Simone did. She's like, you got B. Simone here, what up, And then we were talking, the other girl was crying because she loved B. Simone. And, you know, I'm a very observing person, so I waited till B. Simone told her story. And I just kept looking at this one girl. I was like, she is just so hard in the inside. And I could see that, you know, but she was just trying to still be all of that. And her hands was like this on the chair, right? And everybody was just like talking, and they were so engaged. And she was still smiling, but her hand was like this, just balled up. And I said to her, but everybody did it, I said, do this, right? And then she was like, and I said, no, you, do this. And when she did this, and B. Simone was like, well, I want to do it too. I want to heal. What I got to do? So I said, no, not you, sis. I want her to do it by herself. I said, do this. And as soon as she put her hand on the table, I said, well, you let it go. And she just busted out crying. I said, let it go. Let the rejection go. Let the abandonment issues go. Let the not trusting people go. You're 18 in here. We in the Bronx.
What did you think you saw in her? Where was it?
She was just hard. She was just still holding on. And I think that was the circle that we were having. It was time to let it go, you know? And the people told me when I left, the officers was like, you know, she never cries. Oh. And that's what made the other girls cry, because they never seen that side.
And never. You just told her to put her hands on the table?
Put your hand and let it go. She was balled. My spirit told me to look down, and her hands was like that. Like balled up. And I said, let it go, Mama. Let it go. And then she just began to cry, busting out cry. I kid you not. when I was like, girl, rejection issues, abandonment issues must leave you. And you are too young to deal with that. Go. Let it go. And from there, she gave me the biggest hug. My mom gave her a book. My mom sent me down with like 20 books from Atlanta, signed it, and I wrote a little note in it. I said, sis, read this every day. I'm going to go back tomorrow and see her. And I'm like, girl, you been reading?
Are you going back?
Yeah, I'm going to go back tomorrow to see her tomorrow. And I was just like, you know. Because
Does that happen often to you?
No, not like, if I'm around somebody and I understand what's going on, I can feel it, I'm like, girl, give me a hug. Or like my team, like I'm always stopping and encouraging them. My homegirl said something yesterday and she said to me, I want God to view me how y'all view me. And I said, he's already answered that. Because when I tell you that you're great, he's speaking through me to tell you, you're great, mama. Like, you're okay. You're whole. You're valued. You're this, you're that. You don't need to look for any answers nowhere else. He's already been answering you around people. You're okay. You know, so I think for me, if my spirit is just telling me to encourage somebody, I'm going to do it, you know. And I think everybody is in that space. Everybody has that. Like, you good? You okay? And you're able to give a word, you know. I think if someone's in need of something, you know to stop and say, here's this. You know, my spirit told me to check in on you. You be having probably your homegirls on your mind, and you like, you know what, shoot, I got to call TT, Lolo, KK, whoever, to speak to, because my spirit is on them, you know, and I'm that way. Like, I don't want to.
You actually do it, because some of us, you'll think about it, and then you go about your day. You don't actually act on it.
I act on it,
yeah,
always.
Do you have any mentors in the comedy space, or people that have, or idols, or people that you know?
Brisha Webb. I talked to Brisha Webb because she has done like one-woman shows and stand-up. So she has encouraged me in that space. Charlemagne don't do no comedy, but he funny.
Yeah,
donkey of the day. So he, you know,
he's been a good friend to you.
He's been a great friend to me, a really good friend to me. Charlemagne goes hard.
People don't know the other side of him.
Okay.
I mean, I think, you know, he first of all, he has changed very much over the years. When he first started, he was very different.
Yeah.
And he has grown so much. But
Yeah.
there's also like, I only got to know him when I started working at iHeart, and then.
Okay.
But he like welcomed me. He'll send me a message out of nowhere. Just checking on you, Angie. You know, like he's just.
He's that one.
He's that. Yeah, he's very sweet to me that way. So
him, you know, and like I said, Lil Duval, and you know, me and Tiffany Haddish will speak time to time. I check up on her, and Gina, Tisha Campbell, you know, like I love her. She's always encouraging me to keep going. Nick Cannon, people don't give Nick his flowers at all. Nick has put a lot of comedians on. He has made a big platform to put comedians on a show that is worldwide right now. You know, Kevin Hart, Katt Williams, D. Ray Davis, you know, the list goes on. And myself, now Pretty Vee, now DC Young Fly, now B. Simone, now Just Hilarious, now Chico Bean, Carlos Miller. Like, he has set up this platform for us to win. And even for artists, a lot of people don't talk about that man. But I'm gonna talk about him because he has definitely helped me, you know, in many ways. Like, his number is always on go. I'm always calling him. I'm always checking up on him. I'm always making sure I'm sending him devotions too. Like, you know, like that's my thing. I was sending you devotions to read. So I'm like, he has literally like opened that door. He never gave up. Even when I thought I was going home, he's like, nah, you're here for a reason. You know, always thinking of me for tours. So yeah, he's special.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely here for a reason.
Thank you.
Maybe that's the last thing. In real life, what is your purpose?
Healing people with my comedy and with my heart. You know, I think that's my purpose. Speaking life and, you know, making the world laugh, because it's healing both ways, you know. So my purpose is bigger than me, and I think I am on the way to conquering what I need, but the most importantly is healing the people with my gift. I think people ask God, where's my gift? What do I do? What's my purpose? But we don't understand that it's already in us. And we have to activate what he already gave us. So I'm going to activate me speaking life, to continue to do that, and me making the world laugh. You can't go better than that.
No, you cannot. Pretty Vee, everybody. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and check out all of the other episodes we have on Angie Martinez IRL podcast.